Welcome back, new episode. This time we're gonna clean up this front 3 feet of the frame. It's gonna probably take almost as much work as the whole back 15 feet. And we're gonna put new suspension in the front end, and we're gonna fix a stability issue. I'm missing a stab link. As you can see, it's gone. It's supposed to be right there. Hopefully, if we get to it, we will put some more accessories on this truck. And I got a set of shorty headers to go on, so we'll have to extract a manifold bolt that's broken, put that on, some new gaskets, etc. So, let's get at it. Alright, so we're undoing this upper ball joint. We're going to flip the arm out of the way, and we have the jack underneath it so it can't drop down. It's coming out. It's been a little difficult. Anyways, then we'll cut this and take the coil spring out. We'll just have to be really careful that we don't end up eating it in the teeth. That was cool. I think I'll put that there. Got it out. That still looks fine too. Cool. Now for the other side. So I guess Donald Trump got his peach mints. Peach? His peach mints. Peach. What? So, pretty well 80% of the frame's already done, but we're waiting to get the front end apart so we can do the rest. So Josh is gonna needle the frame, basically knock all the rust off, and then we are going to paint it. It's gonna be fun. Make sure you wear your safety equipment. Alright, now we're gonna pressure wash it and then degrease it. So we use some purple degreaser, and now we just have to wait for the water to dry. Actually, we should pressure wash it and then wait for it to dry, and then we can paint it. So we're gonna fix this cross member that I can stick my fingers through. And we're gonna fix these cab mounts. I cut the cab mounts out of my parts truck. We're gonna take that wheel bearing out, and we're gonna paint the front, this piece here forward that we needled and pressure washed. And some of it came out pretty nice and shiny, as you can see right there. So, let's get at it.
We're gonna start by lighting the torch with these probably 40-year-old matches I found. Oh, it worked.
That looks hot. Like that. Should I show the camera how bad it is? So, there's a couple little pokies there. So we're gonna cut this piece out right here, and then cut a piece out of the other one behind me, here. We're just gonna cut a chunk out of here, out of the top. It's nice and smooth, nice, and we're gonna weld it in there. So, we'll just start cutting. Make sure you wear your safety equipment. Wow. Good thing I put my safety glasses on, because a chunk of the blade came off and hit me right on my safety glasses. It literally, as I was turning it off, it went twing right off of them. Look at all the junk coming out of this one too. No wonder it rots out. See? Rotted out. That'll work. We're gonna cut the bump stops out now. So these holes are supposed to be about the same size. Like this one I put 2 fingers in. This one I can put probably 10 fingers in. See? So we need to fix that.
The welder is very heavy and the ground is very muddy outside, so it's a lot easier for us to just move the truck to the shop over there where the welder is located. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so we're gonna weld the thingy to the thingy, and then we're gonna flappy wheel it and then weld it really nice. Down my back. So we're trying to save as much training fluid as we can because it's all fresh, because my dad put some in there because I was driving around with it low, and then he borrowed my truck and noticed it was really low. So it's all fresh training fluid. So we're gonna bottle it up and then we can save it for later. It's time to paint the frame. We're gonna start spraying. I got all these stainless bolts, and we're gonna bolt this cross member in that I cut out of my parts truck. So I'm just gonna put a washer on one side, put it through, and a nut on the bottom.
GM torque spec is hand tight for this specific component. It only holds a gas tank. Oh, that's dumb.
We're gonna put this drive shaft in so that way it doesn't leak training fluid everywhere. The paint's still wet too. Forgot to mention that. Now we're gonna bring the chassis to the other side of the barn, and then we can keep building it. That's good. All right, so we have this. Are you videoing?
Yep.
We have this Walbro 400 liters per hour pump that we're gonna put in. It's an in-tank pump, so we got an install kit as well. We ordered that separately. You should order yours together if you're gonna put this pump in. And so here we have the pump and the install kit and the hose I dropped, part of the install kit. So we're gonna figure out how to put this pump in here. So I ordered these springs from Ground Force powder coated to match my outfit for the day that I'm installing them. So it's perfect. So now we're gonna stick them in. Okay, we found a pry bar. That, like that. That was very difficult. Ready for the other side. I'll snug that up. Okay, so we're gonna put this rotor on, put the caliper on, and then we can run this wire where it's gotta be because it clips into where the caliper bracket goes. And then we put the wheel on. And then we can roll this around rather than have to have it on jack stands all the time.
I think we still need a step to get in it.
Step ladder. Climb all the way up. This is the EBCM, that stands for Electronic Brake Control Module, and has all ABS solenoids in there. And you do not necessarily need a scan tool to bleed this, but sometimes, keyword sometimes, it's helpful because there's an automated bleed procedure which cycles those to get air out. But lots of times, you don't need a scan tool. So I'm putting all new hydraulic brake hoses on. So this newer EBCM is also going to be new because the old one, the bracket, is all rusty and fell apart. So anyways, the back line we ran inside the frame, that way it's nice hidden. And the front lines, we're gonna just lay on top of the frame for now because I lost all the clips and I don't know where they are. They're somewhere in the box outside the barn in the snow covered stuff. So we're just gonna put the lines on for now, and then before we put the cab back on, we'll put the clips in.
Deleted.
We're gonna take this EGR off, and it's not gonna fit back on with our new headers. So we clean that off. Now I have a new gasket and some bolts and a shorty header. So let's go grab the shorty header out of that box of tricks. New gasket, and sometimes I say inside outside. Manifold side. Down, that's down. So, like so. Then we put our header on. That one goes in front, that one goes through, that one goes through, that one goes through. Like so. Okay, I'm just touching and I'm torquing when I figure out what the torque spec is. So I'm just cleaning this up and we're gonna put these fittings on. It's steel to nylon fitting, and we're gonna run nylon fuel lines. We're just gonna leave the ends in here for the ends because otherwise I have to get nylon to nylon fittings and I don't have those. So we'll just leave this little 3 inches of steel, and then up front we'll just leave it from beside the transmission up. So we'll just run them in the factory location, but just nylon lines, and we're gonna delete the evap line. So no more evaporativeness. Ta-da! Just like that. It almost looks like I know what I'm doing. Okay, that about wraps up this episode. And next time, we're gonna do some more turbo stuff.